We've just seen some big changes in the world rankings. The World Grand Prix has been and gone, but this time of year, the events come thick and fast. £600,000 was given out a couple of years ago, and there's a lot of turnover in events such as the European Championships. It's the same with the Players' Championship finals, the UK Open, those sort of events that run on a 1 year order of merit. And that's what happens here in the European Championships. It runs on a 1 year order of merit based on performance on the European Tour, which means a high turnover of players. The top 32 will be in there off that 1 year system. £600,000 will be coming off the rankings. This is how the money is divided. £120,000 for the winner, who isn't in the greatest of form but is in the event with the opportunity to defend it. But today we're going to be looking at those players who, in the earlier round, shall we say, have gone out. £7,500 coming off for the players going out in the first round, £15,000 coming off for those in round two. Now, sometimes you get someone who goes on a big run a couple of years ago who is not in the event. That is not the case this year. We don't have that scenario. So there's going to be a little bit of movement, but there tends to be the movement here in the people being low in the rankings who don't have a lot to defend going up. Gabriel Clements was in this event a couple of years ago. He lost out in the first round to Peter Wright by 6 legs to 5. He was the world number 40. By the end of this, he's probably going to be the world number 41. Now, these are guides, don't forget, because what we've got to remember as well is someone could go on a bit of a run somewhere, so these movements are purely based as a guide. Keane Barry was looking at one point in a bit of trouble in regards to keeping hold of his tour card. Currently the world number 53, will be dropping down to about number 56. Would be a couple of spaces, but Nico Springer being in the event means that he's going to potentially drop 3. Lost out in this event, 6-1 to go in price in 2023, but looking okay at the moment for tour card status. He's playing a bit better at the back end of the year, looking likely for the World Championships as well. Dimitri Vandenberg, he's in trouble soon. The UK Open money is to come off at the back end of next year. He's the world number 23 at the moment. Don't really expect to see too much of a move in regards, because the Peter Wright dropping down below him potentially, but then people going past him. I think Dimitri Vandenberg is going to be pretty safe at the minute. He lost 6-2 to Rob Cross a couple of years ago. Brendan Dolan, the world number 38, no real move for him. He lost 6-1 to Luke Humphreys a couple of years ago. But you tend to notice the moves the further down the rankings you go, because £7,500 coming off someone's ranking when they're in the top 32 isn't too much, but that money coming off of someone's rankings when they're around the lower bits, that like King Barry, down in the 50s, you sort of see some movement because the rankings are a lot tighter, and £7,500 is a lot of money when you get closer to that top 64. Madars Razma, playing this event a couple of years ago, played a very good game, averaging 104, but lost out 6-5 to Michael van Gerwen. He's likely to go down one place, currently the world number 46, dropping to 47. No real move there for him. But the big moves here potentially are around about the top 32 positions. So we've got Joe Cullen, lost out 6-3 to Krzysztof Ratajski. He could drop out the top 32. Andrew Gilding missing out on this event by one space. He was 33rd out of the order of merit, so if there is a withdrawal, he would have come in, but now the draw's been done, I don't think it can. But Andrew Gilding lost out 6-0 to Danny Noppert a couple of years ago. He could drop out the top 32 now because of that. But there's going to be bigger moves than that. You wait for this. Second round action. £15,000 coming off the order of merit for the likes of Jose de Sousa, who's been losing money all year, not really been picking up too much. He's outside the top 64 now, going into this event, the world number 65, but likely to drop to about 71 come the end of this event. He beat Johnny Clayton in the first round, 6 legs to 4, before losing out to finalist of the event, James Wade. Lost that game 10 legs to 1. Maybe that was the start of the slide for Jose de Sousa. Michael Smith has been missing out on events all year, hasn't he? Missed out on the Grand Prix, missed out on the World Match Play. He now misses out on the European Championship as well. So it's not been a good year for Michael Smith. A couple of years ago, he beat Raymond van Barneveld by 6 legs to 1 before losing to the eventual winner, Peter Wright, 10 legs to 4. He's currently the world number 28, likely to drop down probably a couple of places to about the world number 30. Results, though, could put him in some big trouble here with people picking up results in that sort of area. But I'm estimating him to be around about 30-31 come the end of this event. But the big drop comes in the form of Peter Wright. Peter Wright, around about this time a couple of years ago, people were questioning the form. He did all right on the European tour, picked up a few results, and it was sort of hit and miss. We didn't know what to expect from Peter Wright. And he came into the European Championship and he produced the goods. Boy, did he produce the goods. He picked up the title. He did so in style. He beat Gabriel Clement 6-5 in the opening game, Michael Smith by 10 legs to 4 in the second round, Chris Dobey 10-8 in the quarterfinals, Danny Nopper 11-8 in the semis, and then James Wade 11-6 in the final. £120,000 on the rankings. That is due to come off. He is in the event. So he's got the opportunity to defend that prize money. That's the key thing. That's the important thing right now. He has the chance to defend. But it's a lot of money and he's a deep, deep run. We can see the prize money. It's not the greatest in regards to when you've got to defend the £120,000. Even if he gets to the semi-final, he's going to lose £80,000 off his ranking, which is a massive drop in regards to his prospects of staying in the top 32. Currently the world number 18. As things stand, the estimate for Peter Wright would see him ranked around about 31, 32, depending on results. There is also a scenario here where Peter Wright could drop outside the world's top 32 during this event. So, big move there for him. Really needs to get some defending. Now, there's some real positive signs for Peter Wright. Played very well on the European Tour recently. That game with Ricardo Petretsko, the combination finishing was exceptional. And he had a very good game against Stephen Bunting as well back in Prague. So there's signs that it's starting to come together a little bit. Or is it just the performances are further and further spread apart now for Peter Wright? We'll find out. That's what the future's going to bring us. But questions there. Now, some people may be wondering about Richie Edhouse, the defending champion. He's not in the event. Does the money come off his? No. If you are new to darts, the ranking money defends over 2 years. So yes, he's the defending champion, but he's not defending the prize money. The prize money is defended here from 2023, not 2024. It's next year that the prize money will come off Richie Edhouse. All it means for him here is he's not in the event to be able to try and defend the trophy and try and defend the title. Some people suggested maybe he should be in as defending champion. He should be the top 31 on the order of merit. But I quite like the system as things stand. This week we will be diving through another couple of bits as we go forward. We're going to be looking at Luke Littler, who could become world number 1 during this event. We're going to look at players who are not defending any ranking money who are going to be going up. We're going to see what it's like on the flip side. There's going to be a couple of lives. There's going to be all sorts of things going on while we're covering the majors. So if you are a little bit unsure, you want it just explained to you in simple fashion, just click that subscribe button. Help me move to the day where I'm going to put a plaque on that wall that says I've got 100,000 subscribers. Hit those likes. They all help me out massively. Loads of content coming this week in the Grand Slam, the Players' Championship Finals, and the World Championships that's coming up. Lots of previews, tips, tricks, and everything you need to know about the world of darts. I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.